Hello, this is Rao Kashif Jalil. Today's session is exclusively devoted for IELTS speaking test. As far as format of the speaking is concerned, the candidate is judged in three parts. In part one, the examiner asks general questions about the candidate, like what is your full name? What should I call you? What do you do? I mean, do you work or study? Right? If you are studying, questions will be about your studies. If you are working, questions will be about your work experience and about your hobbies, about your interest. Okay, and like, do you watch TV? Like, if you watch TV, what do you watch? What is your favorite sports? And do you follow any sports on television? Right? Do you like to read? Okay, so in part one of the question, basically, examiner gives a shorter turn to the candidate. And fortunately, most of the students, they do not struggle in part one. Afterwards, in part two of the test, examiner gives a cue card and 1 minute preparation time. And these cue cards are based on 5 different areas, right? I have actually developed 22 topics for this phase. In fact, this is make or break point of your test. If you are aiming for some serious band, this is the phase where we need serious efforts and serious preparation. Fortunately, right, I have developed these 22 topics, and most of the time, in 90% cases, either the question would be similar or close to these topics. So my students generally they do not struggle very hard in this part or in this phase of the test. And afterwards, as you finish, the examiner asks some questions about the content of the cue card. And finally, the discussion phase or the third phase of the test. The examiner asks abstract questions linked with the theme of the cue card. And examiner wants to see whether the candidate can take longer term, number one. Number two, whether he can compare, contrast, predict about the future, whether he can logically or give logical answer. So keep joining me, keep listening me, and I'll share with you some tips exclusively for the part one, part two, and part three of the test. Or these tips will surely help you for improving your band in speaking skills. क्योंकि मेरा जो experience है with IELTS to students generally they do not struggle in speaking test. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.